Hi, this is Roland Jean Charles from PMI JCM Realty Group, where we manage properties from an asset management perspective. Today, what I'm going to be talking to you about are 7 spring maintenance tips to preserve your property condition and attract new tenants. Now, who doesn't want to attract new tenants? Who doesn't want to improve or keep their property condition into the peak physical shape? We all do. And so today what we're going to be talking about are tips to help you streamline your spring maintenance to-do list over the next few weeks. We'll outline a few critical tips that should raise to the top of your action items. These tasks will ultimately help preserve your rental property condition and throughout the spring as well as the summer months, and also help increase your property attractiveness to potential renters. So what are these tips? The first tip is you need to understand that spring maintenance is also inspection time. Now, how does this work? When you're first buying a property, what do? Right? You get an inspection to get an understanding of the issues that are going on with the property, right? Now, this inspection can cost anywhere from $500 to $1,000, depending on what part of the country that you're in. But over the lifetime of you owning your property, you need to also make sure that you do some maintenance inspection, right? And the best time to do that is probably in the springtime, right after the winter. And so you don't necessarily have to do this yourself. There are companies out there that can do it for you. That's beyond the scope of discussion here. And I really don't have time to get into all of the organizations that can help you with this. But if you reach out to me directly, I can definitely provide you some resources that you can use to get this work done effectively and efficiently. It's going to give you great insights into the issues that are occurring with your property, so you can get them taken care of quickly, right? And so it'll help you identify a whole bunch of damage that occurred during the winter, right? Because winters can be harsh on properties. Even the mild Tampa winters can be a challenge for property owners. So that's your first tip, right? Take the spring maintenance time, see it as an inspection time to really look into your property. For us as an organization, we inspect properties quarterly, sometimes every 6 months, but you need to make sure that you're getting that taken care of as well. The second tip is to tune up your HVAC. Make sure that your HVAC is in peak physical shape. Now, when you're coming out of the winter months, I mean, even though in the Tampa area, there's still a lot of sun in the winter time, but the weather is a lot milder and the AC doesn't have to work as hard. Come the summertime, the AC is working very, very hard, and it can be taxing on the AC. So you need to make sure that before the Florida temps heat up, you make sure that all the ACs, that all the components of ACs are fired up and ready to go, right? And so you have an AC technician go out there, and they can give you some tips and even look at some minor part replacements and routine cleaning that can keep your AC running over the long period of time. Longevity is the key to try to make sure that your AC is running to optimal performance. The third tip, landscaping for curb appeal. If you want to get good tenants to your property, make sure that you have great curb appeal. And landscaping doesn't have to be an all-intensive project, right? But you should ensure that you are, looking at low-hanging branches and getting those taken care of, overgrown bushes and getting those taken care of, overgrown lawns, making sure that gets taken care of. If you don't want to do it yourself, you can always schedule that with a lawn care company. Now, there is a program that I can tell you about, a secret program that I can tell you about. A lot of people don't know about it, where you can get this automated. If you reach out to me, I can definitely get you that information. It's beyond the scope of what we want to discuss here, and I really don't have time to get deep into it. But the point I want to make to you is this is something that you can outsource and still get it done properly and for an affordable price. The fourth tip is plumbing and exterior faucets. Now, while we do have mild winters, the winter still can wreak havoc on your property, particularly on exterior faucets, right? And so the Tampa winters may not be as frigid as they are in other parts of the country, but the winter chills could damage plumbing, including outdoor faucets. Consider booking a licensed plumber to come and take a look at your rental property's plumbing. It will cost an awful lot less than a pipe burst or unrelated leak later. The fifth. Now, this is something you can't really do anything about, but you definitely need to make sure you check these things, right? And so, unwanted critters. You have squirrels that can go crawl into your roof or your attic. You have birds that can nest, in your roof or your attic or your gutters. You want to make sure that you get those things looked at and get them taken care of, right? So you have squirrels, raccoons, and even birds that can be incredibly damaging to your property. So when the springtime come, after, the winter months, they may have taken refuge in your property in winter months. Make sure you get those things checked out and taken care of, because a potential tenant hearing critters in your house is definitely going to be challenging to get those tenants to want to rent your property. So get that taken care of and looked at as well. Windows and carpets. Enough can't be said about making sure the windows are cleaned and the carpets taken care of. Now, if the property is rented, those tasks are left for the tenant to do. But as an owner or property manager, you can offer to have those things done and just bill the tenants for those things on the back end, right? So whether you want to clean things yourself or hire a professional cleaning service, don't forget to get the windows washed. Steam cleaning carpets can also remove built up odors, debris, and dirt. And those things, build up a lot over the winter months. And, your tenants will appreciate you taking care of the property. And it'll, build that rapport and make them want to stay longer. The seventh tip is making sure that you look at driveways for sealants and then deck for staining, right? If you have small cracks in the driveway or sidewalks, consider addressing them now to prevent further damage. Any fence lines or deck areas could maybe use proper coat of stain as well to protect the wood from the sun rays. And so take that into consideration, protecting your deck, protecting those fence lines, protecting those driveways and those sidewalks. Doing that now while you can before the damage becomes cost prohibitive is definitely what you want to look at. So in totality, if I want to summarize everything, right? So you want to, first tip is understanding that, spring maintenance time is also inspection time. So take the time to inspect the property and get those things taken care of. Don't forget to tune up your AC unit, because coming from the winter into the summer, the AC has to work a lot harder. So you want to make sure it's in the best condition that it can be. Make sure that you do landscaping or hire someone to do landscaping for curb appeal, right? Make sure the grass is cut and so that it's not overgrown. We want to make sure you check the plumbing and the exterior, particularly the exterior faucets. Those things are definitely going to help if you have the faucet checked so that you don't have any pipe bursts later down the road. Unwanted critters, raccoons, squirrels, birds, making sure that your homes are free of those critters, so that it's for the comfort of the tenant and making sure your property stays in peak condition. Cleaning the windows and getting the carpet steam cleaned is definitely helpful, right? Making sure that the odors come out of the carpet or anything that was built up over the winter months. And driver sealants, right? And deck staining, protect the deck from the sun rays, and the sealants to fix any cracks in the concrete. Add these spring maintenance tips to your to-do list right now and see lasting results. Preserve and improve your property's value while remaining attractive to new potential tenants. And if you need help prioritizing your maintenance tasks this season, contact us. It's always our mission to prioritize it's always our mission and priority to keep you informed about the Tampa metro area rental market. If this spring maintenance topic is helpful to you, you'd like to learn more about the latest trends, sign up for a free webinar today. In this free webinar, we're going to discuss how to streamline your rental property portfolio for maximum growth. You won't want to miss this conversation. In this In this webinar, we're going to be talking about how to guarantee your rent even if the tenant doesn't pay. We're going to talk about how to do evictions in a way that's um, cost effective for you. We're going to talk about a whole host of other issues and how to resolve them in a way that continues to grow your ROI and return on investment and increase your cash flow. You can also join our very popular Facebook group to connect with like-minded rental property owners, share new ideas, and discuss challenges with other rental property veterans. And should you have more specific questions or be interested in more tailored response for evaluating your strategy, schedule a meeting on my calendar. My calendar is in this article. It also will be posted in the comment section of the platform that you're on. So please reach out to me if you have any questions. Don't hesitate to contact me directly at 813-333-9617. That's my cell. You can also reach out to me on through email at rcharles@pmijcmrealty.com. And as always, you can go to my website at pmijcmrealty.com. Thank you and have a great day.